What is up? It's your boy Kate Sif Wins back with my next video, and this time I'm going to be talking to you guys about what my opinions are on the new Wraith after the patch. And just to give you a short answer before I get to a more elaborate description, and this is coming from Wraith is my favorite player to play as. It's by far my most picked character I've played at, probably more than all the other legends combined. But I'm not like a very good player anyway. I'm just average at best. But coming from an average player, I really like the Wraith. I don't have any problems with it. In fact, I could argue that they may have actually made the Wraith even better than before. I guess depending on who you would ask. But overall, even though I think Apex, the people making the game, doing all the changes and stuff, even though I think they will succeed in getting less people to play Wraith, I also think at the same time they're actually going to make the really good players even better with this. But that's my short answer. I really do like the Wraith changes. I don't really think it's not going to keep me off like playing Wraith. I'm not good at all. I'm garbage at best. Well, maybe a little bit better than garbage, but as I get really lucky here in this initial fight because I go down, teammate goes down, but luckily that Lobo on our team, who I think had like 150 wins in the season as a Lobo already. I mean, damn, I don't even have nowhere near that much altogether with all the legends, and that's just one. But luckily she's able to carry us. But nonetheless, I really like the Wraith changes, and I'm going to go a little bit more in detail with it. Basically, Apex has a problem, and the problem is everybody picks Wraith, and everyone plays as Wraith, and everyone wins as Wraith. And I was a little bit fearful because if you've heard any of my other videos, I don't believe if a character is picked a lot, I don't believe you should make them bad at the standards of everyone else to make them less playable. Why don't you make the other characters that aren't as picked better? Because if everyone was at Wraith's standpoint in terms of like playability and stuff, that'd be awesome, and we'd all have a lot of fun with all these different team builds and whatnot. But ultimately, the big change with Wraith was the phasing for him, and basically they made it longer, so it's a second longer, and you're slow. Well, maybe not. It's like a 1.2 seconds thing, and obviously there's a difference there, and you're also slower when you move. I also like the how it looks too, where it holds up the two fingers like he's doing some Naruto level shit there. But nonetheless, it takes longer to activate, and you're slower. But the plus side is this: when you activate it, you move faster, it's longer, and you can see people within it. So while everyone used to say that the phasing was kind of a get out of jail free card, now they call it probably a get in jail free card, but not in a bad way, where you can still use it to get out of a fight. But the thing about it is that I think a lot of really good Wraith players, not me obviously, can use it to get into a fight and get into a good position, because even someone like me, and unfortunately I don't even use it once in this gameplay for some reason. Yeah, talking all about it, I don't even use it once. Yeah, that's a fail right there. But I've used it a bunch of times in other games, and it's just so effective just to getting there and getting from point A to point B. Even just a movement thing, just to, you want to be safe than sorry. The only thing you have to worry about is you just don't want to get called out with it because you move so slow. But a really good Wraith player, it's gonna, like, you're gonna have less Wraith players, but the ones you do have, the really good ones, they're gonna be that much more harder to deal with. So, and obviously the other change was the portal. It's a little bit shorter, which, you'll see me do a few portals in this game, but I don't know, it's not like that big of a deal. I'm still getting from point A to point B. That's the purpose of it. Whether it's a little bit longer or shorter is irrelevant at this point of the thing. But I really like the Wraith change. So it's weird. They accomplished what they wanted, but at the same time, I don't think any real big time Wraith players are going to be that upset about it, in my opinion. And maybe it's different, but I just feel like you're going to see a lot of crazy Wraith gameplays. And so in a way, they kind of, I guess I could say this is a good thing. Normally I'm kind of scared because look what they did to poor Pathfinder, and I still think they should change that back. That's ridiculous. At least 20 seconds with a grapple, not 35. You can't go from 15 to 35. That's an over 100% increase. I'm still against that. I'm not a Pathfinder player, but I feel bad. Bring Pathfinder what it used to be. Come on now. There's no point in that. And then the whole zip line thing where you can't jump up and down, they just need to revert that. That's just stupid. But another character I like to talk about is I always like talking about making characters better. That's my main thing. If everyone's better, that's just great. And I really like this character, and he helps out a lot in this game. See, is Crypto, and he's one of the least picked characters. But my thing with Crypto is that I always like the fact that I think the biggest thing about Crypto, why more people don't play him, is just the fact that when you're in the drone, you're not controlling your player. So when you're in the drone and try to move it into a strategical position, you're not at your player, and your team is kind of without a player. So when they do that push, when you got your drone in position and you're going to EMP, they're pushing on a two, like they're not pushing with the full team because you still got to get there, not unless you're just in a really great position, which sometimes isn't the fact. And also, you're not at your person, so someone might find you while you're, in your drone and just easily take you out. But the problem here is, and I think it can be solved with making Crypto an even more pickable character, have the drone have an autopilot mode, and you can set parameters like, hey, scout out for enemy teams, and when it has an enemy team, and I guess give some type of control like mechanism where you could have that drone go towards that team you want. I get real lucky here in this fight, by the way, guys, but in fact, speaking of Crypto, he's definitely going to save me. You're about to see in this fight right here is I get into a crazy skirmish, get real lucky here, runs right past me, and I don't take the lifeline down, but I do some damage. But this Crypto saves my ass. I'm talking good about him, and you're going to see right here, he body blocks, not even trying to. It just happens to get him. But getting back on topic here, as I get real lucky there, and lucky they didn't push another squad, but have it where, like, when you have that squad and that auto drone that's on autopilot sees it, you can have it go in there and EMP without ever having to put the drone there in the first place. You don't have to manually put it there, so your Crypto can be with your team at all times. Hey, hell, and even don't even stop there. Have the drone be able to scout for ammunition or medical supplies. Even pick up maybe like a stack of something and bring it to you and your team. Just making it more playable and better overall, and I think that'd be awesome because this Crypto definitely helped us win this game a lot, and I like having that knowledge with the drone. And it's just that the biggest problem is him always having to be in the drone and not being with us to make it work and stuff. That's the only thing I don't like. And if they could get rid of that, I think a lot more people to pick. Because when I play with some of my friends, I know my buddy Barney, he liked playing with Crypto, and that synergy with Crypto is definitely really good. And I like him a lot. I think he needs to be picked more, and they need to make him better. That's the next character they really need to work on. So hopefully what they did to Wraith and Octane, and I know, some people might still be leaning on the lifeline, but I think overall I do like the lifeline change. I wish they kept the fast heals. Hopefully they can give that level of love to Crypto, because that's the next character they really need to get in. Here we are in this final circle. I'm being a little conservative here. Just trying to get this W. And as I said, I had a really nice team here that stuck with each other, communicated, and just nice synergy. I like seeing different team players, not the same. Obviously, I'm always going to be playing Wraith nonstop, so I'm not a good example of it. But I'm at Gibraltar there, and as I said, the portal distance, I don't go to full distance with this portal, but I don't really nose it that well. I'm like, yeah, they said 25% less, but as I said, it gets me from point A to point B, and that's the main point. And the portal does help out here because this Gibraltar is about to ult, and I don't even go in the portal. I just go back because he didn't throw it far enough. But I just drop back here, hop on this log, wait till it falls down, and we try to win this last initial gunfight. And once again, I said, talking about Crypto a lot, he comes into play here. As I see a player here, I get him a little bit, break his shield, that EMP goes off, take him out. R99 is very unkind to a lot of players. They get riddled by it, but trying to dodge these nades and take him down. I get shot from the right here, and this actually is the last guy. And once again, I hit him a few times with the R99, and they actually phased back into Storm. And I don't know what the gameplay here was, but I don't think it would have mattered anyway. They were the last person. They eventually die in the Storm, so I will take this W any day of the week. Bottom line is, I really like the Wraith changes. I think this is going to make better Wraith players even more dangerous to deal with. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like the Wraith changes? Do you think it makes the Wraith better, or do you like the older Wraith better? And do you think they should just make all the characters that aren't picked even better so that we can all have a great cast of characters picked from? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and hopefully I can see you guys back on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and peace.